Hello, welcome to episode 356 of your favorite daily podcast. A couple of things, a podcast about things. Today, I'll be talking about how, even though the universe is so large, your universe is quite small, and what it means for your life. Let's get into it. Okay, maybe not what it means for your whole life, but like just how you can keep it in mind as you navigate life. But before I go into that, today is episode 356. We have 9 days left in the year, i.e., we have 9 episodes to go. That is wild. And that 9 includes this episode. So technically, when this is published, we have 8 episodes to go. Wow. I remember when I was doing this is episode 8, but here we are. Anywho, so where did this thing come from? This thing came from, I was seeing some Spotify Wrapped and then the list of like the top podcasts on Spotify and Apple and all of these things. And I have never heard of any of the podcasts on that list. Like, I've never heard of them before. I've never seen them. They did not exist to me until the moment that I saw those lists. And it just made me realize something. Well, maybe not realize, but re-realize, or it kind of like made something that I kind of always have known, maybe not always, I sure knew it, and it just made it like, it re-emphasized it for me. That's not the word I'm looking for, but let's just leave it because I can't spend all my time trying to remember the word. But anyway, and the thing is that the universe is so large, like the world is so large, there's so much happening. Like literally, there are like almost 8 billion people in the world to start with. So like even just starting there, that's the hugeness, the ginormousness of the world. And there are so many subcultures and so many things and so many people and so many interests and so many possible career paths and so many possible types of food, types of media, so many things that exist outside of your realm and your sphere of experience and your sphere of knowledge. And that should do at least 2 things for you, or at least one thing. One, it should keep you humble, because you don't know half of what is out there in the world. And I mean, like, even like things that are visible to us, before you and I even start talking about the invisible things. Like, you don't know the half of it. You don't even know the quarter or the eighth of it. There's just so much in the world. And this doesn't then mean that you now have to like devote your life to learning everything there is to learn in the world, because that's not even possible. You just not do anything with your life. You just be there trying to find out all the things that are find outable, which is a complete waste of time. But the point is that there's just so much out there that you don't know, that it's a bit ridiculous to plan your entire life like in detail based on your limited knowledge of what exists in the world currently, not even accounting for the things that will exist in the future. Like, let's even leave those ones alone first. Just like currently as we all exist right now, there's so much that you don't know about the current, like, right, what is happening this very second that I listen to this, and all the many possibilities that you don't know. And we have this, is it hubris, that we are going to plan our lives step by step and determine everything that is going to happen at every point in time based on the 1% of information about what's the current state of the world that we have. I mean, like, obviously you have to make plans based on the information that is available to you at that time. Like, everything you do, all the plans you make, whether it's like choosing a career or defining where you want to be in 5 years, or choosing a partner, your favorite color, your favorite food, how you cook your jollof rice, how you cook your pasta, all of these things are shaped by the experiences that you've had in your life so far. And I don't necessarily mean just like the immediate things that you experience like as the primary actor or objects in that scenario. I mean experience as per you also saw it online, things that you've been exposed to in any way, shape, form whatsoever. And those are the things that have shaped everything that you believe to be your interests, your likes, your desires, the path that you would like to follow. But there's more that exists outside that. And there are things that you could like, but you don't know yet because you've not experienced them, you've not encountered them, you've not seen them. So don't tie your whole life. And, well, you can, it's your life. You can do whatever you like with your life. But I would advise that you do not tie your whole life and close yourself off to the possibilities that can exist outside of the limited amount of knowledge you have about the world the way it is right now and the way it could possibly be in the future. Like, how do you know? Like, sometimes you see all these like interesting artwork things online and we're like, how do you know that you have this talent? How do you discover it? Like somebody making art pieces from typewriters, like typing the artwork instead of painting it with the typewriter. Like, there are all kinds of things you don't even know, like, until you saw that video, that reel on Instagram or on Twitter or wherever, or TikTok. You probably did not know that this is a thing that is possible, that could exist in the world. But now you know. And maybe you can say, let me try it. Maybe I can do it too. And there you see, suddenly you have a new interest. And sometimes it's things that you already even know and have experienced and encountered and seen in the world. But you just don't think about it in that way until something happens and you're like, maybe I can try this. I remember seeing a tweet a couple of weeks maybe ago about how, like, something about how girls only want flowers, and it's only Lagos girls that want flowers, like it's not part of our culture, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That the girl in Ijebu does not care about flowers. And I'm like, bro, if the girl in Ijebu or Newi or Gombe or wherever, if she has seen online that people are collecting flower, that desire starts to form in her mind, because your desires are literally expressions of things that you have seen somewhere. You don't just spontaneously desire things. Desires are shaped by your environment, and environment's not again necessarily referring to your physical direct environment, but the things that you see and are exposed to everywhere. And so, yeah, in summary, you don't know anything, and you should navigate life with that in mind, that you don't know anything. Okay, maybe you know something, but like what you know is a fraction of what there is to know in the world, and you should navigate. Again, you don't have to. I should not say you should, because again, it's your life, you can't do whatever I like. But it is a wise idea, I think, to navigate the world with the perspective that everything that you're doing, everything that you know, everything you like is literally based on what you know, and there are a lot of unknowns that could shape your life in the future that you are not aware of. And that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Bye. Thank you for listening to today's episode of A Couple of Things. If there was anything you found interesting or insightful, or you enjoyed the episode, please do share to someone or multiple people. Like, leave a comment, and definitely do subscribe and all the nice things. Bye.